Welcome back to the channel, guys. Today we're having an unboxing. Of course, that's what this channel does. I react to opening up these brand new G.I. Joe Classified series figures, and today we have Monkey Wrench and bonus Xandar. So let's get this started. Alright guys, so let's go ahead and take a look at the packaging art. There's not much to say on the front here, just like usual. This packaging art hasn't changed in a little while. I hope they do change it. What do you guys think? Should they change the packaging art? Maybe put some more details on the front or whatnot. But on the side art, it is great. I really like this art. Pretty much all the packaging art is pretty on point. His face, it's pretty cool. He looks pissed off. That's good. And Deadly, number 46 in the line. Xandar here. Got some cool artwork, just like all the other Dreadnocks here. They're in front of like a repair shop. And yeah, you see some little Easter eggs here. As you can see right here, there are some grape soda. You got Road Pig's shield, battery, and over here it looks like you know, I think they're promoting the Cold Slither, I'm guessing. See some zoom in aspects of this figure here. You can see there's a tattoo on his forearm and some details here on the shoulder. Pretty cool. Nice skull. Boring stuff on the bottom. You got QR code, battle stats, boring shit. Alright guys, and let's go ahead and take up the packaging art of Monkey Wrench. Monkey Wrench, same front type of artwork or design, I should say. Really cool side art here. He has this mask on. I'd rather not have that, actually, to tell you the truth. And here's a some artwork on the back. Here's the inside of the I guess repair shop or whatnot, and you got the drum set just like the other. And there's a Cold Slither poster in the background. Pretty cool. And number 167 in the line. And let's go ahead and open these up, and they're going to be a minimum amount of editing here in this video. It drives me nuts, so probably won't be editing this out. So let's take Xandar out, and we got a Monkey Wrench. There you go, trusty scalpel, always handy to have. There it is, there's Monkey Wrench. I really like the packaging art on the side. So there's a nice quick shot of Monkey Wrench and Xandar in the packaging. Background, same thing. Cobra symbol, pretty cool. All we need is a couple of more original Dreadnocks. Thrasher and Zanzibar. Yeah, those are the only two original left. The rest are in later in the line, or later like in the comic book and whatnot. There would be really cool additions if they can get them out. That'd be really cool. More Dreadnocks, the merrier, I say. So I'm gonna take out Xandar first. He is not strapped in, so he should just come out. Technically, he's in there pretty well. There he is. We got the accessories. There's the backpack, and there's a knife. I almost didn't see that. Another kind of dagger and a handgun here. And we'll take a closer look at that in just a moment. And I think that's all the accessories for Xandar. So we might as well take a look at Xandar's accessories from smallest to biggest. So here is one of the smaller things. Here is a really cool handgun. Pretty sweet. I don't know if this is, I'm pretty sure this is original. I don't think we've seen this mold before. And we got a knife. I believe we've seen this knife. Probably this is like Cobra Commander's little dagger. Pretty cool, silver blade. And we have this other unique blade. Pretty cool. I like that. It looks pretty deadly. And we have his rifle slash, I don't know, it looks like a harpoon tip. It's in silver, got a scope. This looks pretty, this looks pretty deadly. I got some nice sculpting there. It is not too bendy, as it's really thick. And it's not as thin as you might think it is. It looks pretty straight, not too bad. And we have the backpack. Another original mold. Haven't seen this before. I believe these are bolts for the spear. Got some cool texturing on there. Looks like a quilt. Got a leather strap there, looks like it. And we got a handle, which is really cool, and a peg. Pretty sweet. And let's go ahead and take a look at Xandar here. Really cool. He has a little bit of a smirk. We'll have a vintage comparison later on this video, so stay tuned. Cool gold detail here, that skull and the gold mesh there. That's really cool, man. Little known fact, my brother really liked the vintage version of Xandar here. Nice pink bandana. Pops. Really does pop. You got a holster here for his sidearm. That's pretty freaking sweet. And yeah, he has this kind of vest on, bulletproof vest. No shirt underneath. No shirt. No service. You got some gauntlets here, as it looks like they're kind of laced up leather, just one, and kind of like in brown. There is the tattoo. Let me get a zoom in shot of that so I can see it a little bit better. And it looks like the Dreadnought tattoo. If you could tell me what that reads, maybe later on when I see this in 4K I could read that. We got some gold on his gloves here. That's really sweet. Right on. Check that out. Got trigger fingers. You got trigger finger on this hand. It only comes with one pair of hands, unfortunately. And there goes my light. Anyways, let's just continue with this review here. Who cares about light? Let's see if I can actually turn this on. Oh, there you go. You got my front light on. Let me just change the color. It's a little too yellow. There you go. Much better. At least we could see. Background's a little dark. And on the back there, we got some details here. Nice molding. We got a knife sheath on the belt on the back here. Got a gold chain. That's freaking gaudy. That's pretty sweet. A gold belt chain. Nice. Got a skull belt buckle. That is pretty nice. Wicked, not just wicked details on this figure. I'm kind of getting blown away right now. Got some blue jeans. Nice kind of stitching details here. Pretty cool. Got some knee pads in blue, same color as the jeans. Got some gold buckles, gold details on the brown boots. Check out these boots. We got one steel-toed boot. Would be cool if there was both. I guess this one's for shit kicking. Pretty awesome details on this figure. I am impressed. I'm always kind of impressed of the mold details on these classified figures. Really cool. Let's go ahead and do some quick articulation of this figure. Let's move the camera back. And we have a little bit of a butterfly here, not too much. That's one thing I wish they could improve on these classified figures, is the butterfly shoulder joints. We got limited movement in the neck. With the it's not too bad actually. Can't look up, of course. You got cool red, orangish hair. That's pretty sweet. Got an earring on his ear. Got some face paint. Classic. Continuing with the articulation, you got an ab crunch. Goes about that far. Goes way back. But he's not too wiggly. I've seen a lot worse. I got double jointed elbows, swivels here, swivel at the biceps, or at the shoulder, I should say. You got a cut here. You got double jointed knees, swivel and rocker at the ankles. Let's check out the knees. I always seem to have problems with these knees on classified figures. They're always kind of locked up. Not too bad. They're nice and tight. Same with this one. Seems really good. So there you have it, guys. There is Xandar. Let's gear up freaking Xandar here. And we'll start off with his little knife. It slides in the back here. That's pretty cool. Is it going a little deeper? Yeah, there you go. Pretty cool. I'm still recording, that's good. We got the sidearm handgun. Well, looks like there's like a little peg and strap here. Check that out. That's kind of cool. Nice. Pretty sweet. And we have his big ass sword knife thing. I'm figuring it goes in this holster, thigh holster thing. Let's try him this way. I think this way looks good. Yeah, that's the way to do it. And let's put the backpack, well, put the backpack on last, and let's put this rifle in his hand. His hands are really tight. Let's get that trigger finger in the trigger well here, or whatever it's called. There you go. So that fits in his hand pretty good. Check that out. Awesome. And now the backpack. And I'm happy this comes with the backpack. There it is. Backpack secure. That is pretty cool. And I'll get myself a figure stand and we'll open up Monkey Wrench. Alright, I got my bag of figure stands here. Bust one open. I like the Amazon ones here. They have 2 figure holes as opposed to the ringside collectible ones here. They only have 1, but these are good. I don't really have much complaints about that. And we'll have, both come, these Amazon ones come in black and clear, so these are the ones I could pick out of that bag quick. So I really do like these figure stands. They work really well. Sometimes, you know, the inconsistencies with classified figures, the holes could be, let's bring down the camera a little bit here. Sometimes the holes in the heels of the figures are sometimes too small or too big, so gotta play around with the different types of figure stands. So there you go. That looks pretty freaking sweet. Fits really well. Check it out. And it'll go right next to all the other Dreadnocks. Alright, it's Monkey Wrench time. So on first inspection here, Monkey Wrench comes with a hell of a lot more accessories than Xandar here. Way more. I got 2 axes. You got his pitchforks, machine gun thing. You got the masks. You got the mechanical mask, and you got the handkerchief, the dirty handkerchief. We'll take a closer look at that later. You got a freaking revolver, extra hands, got freaking two axes here, some freaking customized axe slash monkey wrenches. This is pretty freaking sweet, man. And there's his pitchfork machine gun. And we got some shades here. Look at that. The smallest accessory in the world. And I think that is it. Hopefully I didn't miss anything. There's one thing I forgot here. Guess what? This thing fell out of the packaging. I didn't even notice this, and it went into my slipper, and I was like walking around, and I realized, what's in my slipper? Is it a rock? And then guess what? It is Monkey Wrench's like necklace thing. Hilarious. I'm not sure what's on what's that little emblem there. Let me know in the comment section down below what that is. I just thought that was kind of funny. Let's start off with the microscopic shades here. Cool kind of tint on the lens. Let's get a little bit of more of a focus on there. And they are really thin, and they're not as soft as some other ones I've dealt with. Next we have the revolver here. Very cool. Nice silver details. And it actually looks like a revolver. If this thing can focus on it, that'd be great. Thank you very much. Check that out. Very cool. Black handle. And we'll go for the dirty bandana face mask. That is pretty freaking cool. You can see like there is a mold detail on the back, like it's tied up. Wow, cool. And we have the Monkey Wrench axes, hatchets. They are exactly the same. It has some kind of molded in wraps here on the handles, and the Monkey Wrench detail in red and black. We got some silver blades. Very cool. Our axe heads. Awesome. And then we got the two fists of fury here. Not much to say about that. And we have the patented weapon in a lot of good detail. It is a little bit bent. Oh, it looks like this comes apart. Hey, that's really cool. And it is a little bit bent here, unfortunately. And you got the pitchfork kind of thing. It's a threek. I just suck. It's a threek. And we got like, I don't know, some sort of battery here in yellow. We got some wrapped handle detail. I got a scope and all these mechanical molding details here. Very cool. And it's a little bit bendy here, very soft. And the last accessory is the mask. This creepy mask. And let's give it a focus here on the mask and zoom in. Check that out. It looks like maybe a rebreather. We got the red and blue eye painted details there on these glasses, or whatever you want to call them. You got the hair mullet sculpting. Looks pretty wicked. Very creepy. Very cool. And let's go ahead and take a look at the figure and zoom in right on the face. This is a face only a mother can love. He has a looks like he has an eyebrow piercing. That's pretty cool in silver. check out that face, man. You got some, looks like you have scars on his cheek. So focus on that. Backed up a bit. There you go. Got an earring, nice hair, sculpted detail, parted in the middle. Another earring, pretty freaking sweet. You got a brown beard, nice teeth detail. Check that out. That is pretty cool. Got a grenade sash. Got this really cool vest. Probably can take that off. Tattoo detail on his arm. Look at those muscles. Got the skull and crossbones. Pretty freaking awesome. This looks pretty badass. He's a badass guy for sure. Moving down. Oh, let's check out the detail there. The belt buckle detail. And here is more belt buckle detail. Skull, crossbones, chains, black belt, and jean loops. Blue jeans. I think these are the same jeans as Xandar here. Nope, different jeans. Check that out. Bonus comparison there. Got some rips there. You can see his skin right through it. Got a side holster with some red buckle details, skull and chains, and the pitchfork detail on the freaking holster here. Wow. That's pretty freaking nice. Got some a red type of I don't know, what do we call this? Ribbons. Got some badass freaking boots here, laced up. Nice detail there. We got the bandana around his neck. Got a lot of grenades. And the zipper detail here on his vest. Leather jacket vest. Cool. Black leather detail on the back. Moving down, same thing. So yeah, man, pretty freaking cool. Let's swap out the head, I guess, or the hair, I should say. Put his mask on. And I'm not sure if I'm going to display him like this with his mask. I like the classic look. There you go. Check that out. Nice. It is very soft and it can just come right up really easily. Let's put his wig back on. Yeah, that's the monkey wrench, I know. Oh yeah, he has a bandana too. So I'm assuming we're gonna have to take his head off. Whoop. So we got the other bandana. You don't want to double up on the bandanas. And you put a bandana around his head. A lot of cool accessories that come with this that I'm probably not going to be using. It'd be cool if you got another monkey wrench and then you could put them in two different configurations. But if you get bored with one, you can always swap them out. Make them look a little bit different. Let's put his head back on. You got a fandangling this little freaking thing. Bandana around his face. I don't have it centered. There you go. I don't know, this looks pretty cool, man. Check that out. It's the best I can do it. I know I'm probably gonna have to lift this up a little bit more, but it's really cool you can have that configuration. But again, like, I'm not gonna bother using it that way. So let's go ahead and continue to gear this guy up. I don't think I'm going to put on his fist. You know, we're going to swap out the hands, put the fists in. So obviously the gun will fit in his hand. There's no reason why it wouldn't, you know. Pretty cool. Put the revolver in. There you go, side holster. And we got the shades. I almost forgot about the shades. They're so small. Definitely gonna be keeping his shades on so I don't lose it. And I'm pretty sure you could put it under his hair so it will stay. There you go. Another configuration. I'll line this up a little bit better. There you go. Pretty cool. And that's how I'm going to display my monkey wrench. With the weapon in his hand, of course. That looks freaking badass. And the axes, or monkey wrench axes, or what you want to call them, I'm assuming they come apart, I hope. I don't know how we're gonna fit them in there unless it kind of like a C-clip. Ah, it is. So you just lift up the little loop here and put the axes in the little clips. All right, let's put them on a figure stand, and then we'll do the vintage comparison. Fits on the figure stand really well. No issues there. All right, let's drop the camera down and do a vintage comparison. All right, so here's Monkey Wrench. Let's move Xandar out of the way and do the monkey wrench comparison. Check that out. Like usual, the colors are always brighter in the vintage. And let's take a little bit of a zoom in shot of Monkey Wrench. It's a really nice example. It's not too scuffed up. And there his got some fibers here. So there is his pitchfork machine gun. We got the grenades, just like the classified. Got the blue jeans. They added the chains on his belt, which I'm not complaining. Same kind of ribbons around his shins and the badass boots. Yeah, dude, this looks really cool. Black gloves. And let's zoom this back out. And you got the pitchfork machine gun. Let's do a little bit of a side-by-side comparison. Check that out. And there is Monkey Wrench vintage comparison. And now it's Xandar. Check out Xandar. So here's my Xandar. I do not have his weapon, unfortunately. And the colors are pretty on point. Of course, the classified is always a darker color. Nice, inspired by the vintage, of course. And I like Xandar. I like the vintage one a lot. You got the gold highlights too. They carried that over to the classified. Brown gloves. The kind of just added a backpack. I don't know if Xandar had a backpack. I think he had the bolts backpack. I'm not 100% sure. But there you have it, guys. There is my comparison of both Xandar and Monkey Wrench. And there is my review, guys. I really hope you enjoyed my video. And stay tuned for more reviews in the future. I think next I'll be doing the Awe Striker. Check out me on Instagram. Follow me there. I post all my toy pictures and new stuff that I've gathered. Big shout out to my friend Luke. Big shout out to DJC Collectibles. Hook me up with these guys. And hopefully we get more Dreadnocks in the future. So like, comment, and subscribe. Yo, Joe, and Cobra!